So once again, if this is about speaking to the creativity or the purpose in a person, right, one by one, then the language, if you use a word like kingdom, it has to be defined as something that is already in you,
right,
as opposed to something that's outside of you,
right.
So,
I just think anything that helps to build a connection is what people are going to attract to.
Right.
When the language has a disconnect, it's hard for people to do that. And that's where you get the fear. The fear is in between the disconnect.
right.
So how would you address your concern in that context? How do you what do you say that communicates the good part of what you want without communicating the bad part of what you want?
With the whole notion of views like you, some kind of way including you in the kingdom, like you are
as an individual.
Yeah, you are that, and what we are here to do is basically facilitate you bringing that out. So if there's a way that you could say you as part of the kingdom, or you, I don't know, I'm trying to make a connection between kingdom and individual. That's what I'm trying to do. And I want to make sure that the language, because you're really good on language, that the language does not sound elitist,
Right.
but that it sounds inclusive.
Right.
So if you use kingdom, how do you weave the person who's reading this into that notion of kingdom? How do you weave them in?
Two things I'm thinking of is the Great Commission and the Acts 1 and 8, which is the central verse for the community builders, which says, "But after the Holy Ghost comes upon you, you shall be witnesses. You shall receive power and you shall be witnesses in Jerusalem and Judea and Samaria and to the uttermost parts of the world." So there's a way in which that language starts with the individual, actually starts with God, goes into the individual, and then goes to the world. So it creates this kind of spectrum where everything is on that spectrum.
There's a way in which, I guess here it says, help facilitating the creation of a kingdom community.
Kingdom communities.
Which help facilitate the creation of kingdom communities. I guess what this doesn't have that has is this kind of within you already is this power to create this community.
Right.
And maybe if we could either say that in this sentence or in the next sentence, we say something that informs the person that the choice, the thing that is being facilitated, is your own recognition and your own ability to decide to participate in something that is already natural to you and a part of yourself that you like. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's not in there yet.
So what about, and I don't know if this is the same track that you're talking about, but connect with the part of people that are afraid of without making them afraid of the process in order to help facilitate their participation in the creation of kingdom communities.
What do you think about that?
Yeah.
I think that's better.
Yeah. Because based off of the stuff that we've been checking out for the last month about kingdom, everyone on the planet, everybody on the planet wants to be down with this.
Yes.
It's just that the fall of man has blinded people from the reality.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if there's a way in which the language can make them have that perking for a minute, like, it's that thing, like, wait a minute, man, that reminds me of something. Can't put my finger on it,
Right.
but it reminds me of something, right? Like GBH. Every time I hear that from viewers like you, I get excited.
Right. So let me ask you this. Is there a way in which we can get to where we're going in terms that are less faith-based than kingdom? Is there a way in which we can even get closer to a more, I know you're doing something, you ain't telling me what you're doing, but I'm sticking around until I figure it out, without showing too much of our hand? Because like I said, for the people who are up at the top ring, yeah, they may not ever get into a faith-based relationship, but they may be okay with viewers like you helping make the world a better place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So go ahead. No, go ahead. Were you thinking something? I got something.
So what if we take kingdom out and put artistic communities?
Well, this is what I was thinking. If you put creative with a capital C.
So creation of creative communities. So you get the alliteration. Or were you thinking about something different?
It may be too much creative.
Right.
Yeah.
But
so where did you want the creative part?
Well, is it creative that we want? Is there a way that we can nuance that idea that gets us closer to kingdom? Because there's a way in which some entrepreneurs or some people may dismiss the idea because I'm not creative. That's Wyatt and those. You know how they do that?
Creation.
Maybe creation.
Everyone creates things. I mean, you
That's
write
right.
a book, you're creating.
So a creation community?
So
Wow.
their participation in a creation community, or are you wanting to change it completely?
Maybe you may have said it. Do it again.
creation.
So it's in order to help facilitate their participation in a creation community, or in creation communities, plural.
In
creation communities, or in a creation community. Both sound good. I mean, the plural. See, because what you're really talking about is colonization. Really, you're talking about and I mean in a positive sense.
Right.
You're talking about colonizing,
Right.
and having these clusters.
Right.
And so, if you think communities,
Right.
Plural
in
versus
creation.
singular.
And it sounds less cultish if it's communities.
right?
Because somebody's going to be like, when are they serving the grape juice?
And we started at the end with the alliteration.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
We're starting and we're ending with the alliteration, because we start with connect and see. I mean, with see with communities.
I think I like that.
Yeah.
Connect with the part of people they are afraid of without making them afraid of the process in order to help facilitate their participation in creation communities. You said plural?
I think plural is better. Because it's not like we're trying to take them to some compound
Right.
in Texas.
Or South Dakota.
Or South
Montana.
Dakota.
Right. Or over there and across the sea somewhere. Connect with part of people they're afraid of without making them afraid of the process in order to help facilitate their participation in creation communities. Yeah, man. I like the B part. I like the B part a lot. I like how it ends. Connect with
Yeah,
people.
I think that works.
CEO, what are your thoughts?
I think it works. I think it puts a lot of things in motion. A lot of things start moving once you hear it. I like that.
And you can take people throughout, from the top to the bottom of the rabbit hole.
Yep.
So we have our mission?
I think so, yes.